Nard out here covering Liquid Mirage B Split. This execute is unique in that a mid-site smoke is thrown to isolate site and bench. It allows the short players to swing around the corner without having to worry about getting shot from those areas. Let's look at the run from the beginning. Liquid defaults early and get mid control. Nav is usually the A lurk and will throw a top mid smoke, then he goes A ramp and fakes presence. He falls back T spawn stairs waiting for a push. Will then grab bomb and regroup apartments with Twistzz, who is holding as well. The other three, EliGE, Nitro, and Stewie, are in charge of getting mid control, which the standard is molly con early, flash to cross the top boxes, smoke window in top con, clear con, and make your way up cat and clear ladder. Nitro and EliGE will be the short players. Nitro smokes cat rail before Team Liquid execute due to the top con smoke fading, so they don't get shot in the back from the A bomb site. When EliGE and Nitro get ladder control, they let Twistzz know so that he throws the site smoke from apartments. Then from both positions, apartments and short, they pinch the B bomb site. Stu makes his way up short after flashing Nitro and EliGE in. Liquid kills 3 players. Post plant 2v3 for FURIA and they opt to save. Let's look at the players' POVs. Twistz's role will be to throw the site smoke after Nitro and EliGE take ladder and are ready. He starts off in apartments holding underpass and apartments push. You can see how he's holding apartments. He's not going to go to stairs and peek in case there is an opera on the other team going aggro. He sets up for the site smoke, which I will show you guys how to throw at the end of the video. He throws the smoke when his teammates are ready to execute. Then flashes site, however this is a bad flash as I tested it out, and attempts to molly bench, however fails. He comes out balcony, gets info that Cierto is in sight, and trades Naf out, then plants default. Naf's role in this execute will be entering apartments. Beginning of the round he smokes top mid, makes some presence A ramp to keep FURIA honest, then he will fall back T stairs and wait for the push. He will collect the bomb and group up with Twistzz in apartments. When it's go time, he jumps across the kitchen in case there's an opera holding. He mollies van and tries to come out balcony, however Cierto kills him from sight. Nitro's role will be entering from short. He's also in charge of getting mid control with EliGE and Stu. Beginning of the round, he sets up for a mid flash whenever Stu and EliGE are ready to cross the top boxes. This flash in tandem with their flashes should allow Liquid players to cross safely. After flashing, he's spraying connector in case a FURIA player is holding over the top connector smoke. He initially has bomb and goes to drop it off. Bomb should not be going mid and will be going apartments. Nitro flashes connector in case anyone's holding and then gets ready for cat control. A FURIA player throws a smoke, but Team Liquid chooses to go through it with Stu mauling short and EliGE flashing. Nitro and EliGE get ladder control. They let apartment players know that so Twistzz can throw the site smoke. Nitro throws cat rail smoke because the top connector smoke is fading so that they don't get shot from the A bomb site when they swing. Now it's very important Nitro and EliGE wait for Twistz's site smoke to bloom before peeking in case any CTs are holding short from bench or site. Stu flashes short before EliGE and Nitro peek in case there's anyone holding a close off angle. His pathing will be towards E-box and the major angles Nitro is clearing is get right and back pillars. Nitro is going to get caught out by art and miss jumps. EliGE is the other short player. He is also part of the pack that gets mid control. He has a better spawn for mid between him and Stu, so he will molly connector then flash off ramp wall to flash off anyone connector holding top mid. Nitro and Stu flashes mid at the same time. These flashes allow him to cross the top boxes. He needs to be careful of peeking windows since it's not smoked off and that there could be an opera holding. He smokes window and Stu smokes top connector. Both are basic smokes to get mid control. Then Nitro and him will go up cat, however they get smoked off and choose to go through it with a flash, while Stu mollies short to push back anyone holding the smoke push. Ladder gets clear and EliGE jumps up on the railing before the window smoke fades to see if anyone he can catch on FURIA when the smoke fades in window. It's a pretty good off angle. Twistzz throws the site smoke, Nitro throws the cat rail smoke, and Stu flashes a corner and then they swing. EliGE clearing get right, balcony, and back site. His pathing will be towards E-box. He kills Vinny coming out the door and then Art coming out the door as well. Stu's main role is to flash Nitro and EliGE into short. Then he will make his way up to short afterwards. He is also part of the 3 players getting mid control. In the beginning of the round, he flashes towards back boxes when EliGE and Nitro are ready to flash to allow him and EliGE to cross the top boxes. He sprays through the smoke towards Cat in case any players are in the smoke, or if anyone is peeking from short. He throws the top connector smoke, and then he proceeds to mid-ramp and mollies short to push any FURIA players back to allow Liquid to get connector and ladder control. He clears connector, then when Nitro and EliGE are ready, he flashes short in case anyone's holding close off angle, then he makes his way up to short. Here's the same strat in a later round versus FURIA with some small variations. Concept is the same. Team Liquid get mid control with the same players, Stu, EliGE, and Nitro. On the other hand, Naf shows presence at A ramp, comes back apartments with Twistzz. When ladder control is taken, Twistzz smokes Midsite, and Team Liquid pinch from short and apartments. FURIA are playing triple ASAP, so the rotations would have been very long, and Liquid are post plant 4v3, so FURIA opt to save. I'll go more specific on these variations and the players' POVs now. Naf smokes top mid, makes some presence A ramp, then he falls back and picks up bomb apartments. This time around he has a flash and will flash off the doorway here in case there's an opera holding. He mollies Van and Cacerto smokes it off so he knows someone's close. Comes out balcony and deletes Cacerto, then plants default. Twistzz holding apartment push. He's going to flash Stewie to peek underpass. Then he's going to jump back and forth to get info in apartments. He needs to be careful because if an opera pushes, it's still a pretty easy shot for them. After EliGE and Nitro get ladder control, Twistzz smokes Midsite. He doesn't have a flash this time around left because he uses it for Stewie. So that's why he should have bought 2 flashes instead of nade flash. He's going to molly bench afterwards, jump out window this time, and watch his door, then big flank. At this point, Stu was mid and knows FURIA was not going for it. That's why Twistzz is jumping up Van. If FURIA was going for this, it's not recommended that he jumps up because door isn't smoked off and he gets shot from the side. Nitro, same role, getting mid control with EliGE and Stu. EliGE is going to throw an early flash for a connector to get a reaction from FURIA. Then EliGE flashes again, and that's when Nitro flashes as well. These flashes allow them to cross the top boxes. Nitro sets up for a connector flash for Stu underpass. He throws it and then proceeds to Cat. Vinny smokes Cat, however Nitro and EliGE run through it. This time around they don't flash or Stu doesn't molly short yet. They proceed to get ladder control. In my opinion, Stewie should have mollied first and then they proceed because where he mollies is a very common position for CTs to hold. Once ladder control is taken, Nitro smokes Cat rail, Twistzz smokes Midsite, and Stu flashes them to peek. However, the timing is off. Nitro peeks too early and kills Vinny bench. He gets dinked down to low HP. Remember how I said before that they should wait for Twistz's Midsite smoke to bloom? This is why. Luckily for Nitro, he headshots Vinny, but that could have been a dead Nitro. Then he gets info that Cacerto is Van and tries to kill him, but EliGE TKs him. EliGE is gonna go molly connector, flash off ramp wall, and wait to see what FURIA is up to see whether they push or not. Then he sets up for another connector flash, and this time around Nitro flashes as well. He proceeds to get to top boxes afterwards. He'll smoke window and then jiggle connector, and wait for Stewie's top connector smoke before crossing Cat. However, Vinny smokes Cat, and EliGE decides to run through it and make his way up into ladder. He peeks window, then Nitro smokes rail, and Stewie flashes a corner and kills Nitro and Cacerto. Since both B players are dead, he holds the run out from door and window. Stu is going to go underpass this time around. He holds for a push, then gets a flash from EliGE to peek underpass. FURIA have an aggressive setup in underpass, and Henny likes to peek underpass sometimes with an op. That's why EliGE is going to flash for him to peek. He makes his way up underpass, and then he sees a FURIA smoke connector, so he won't peek it because that's a one-way smoke for CTs. He's holding window for a jump spot. EliGE smokes window off, and Nitro flashes connector for Stu to peek, which he pre-fires a cubby. Stu proceeds to smoke top connector, however messes up the smoke, which has a gap in which Art does a lot of damage. Stu mollies short, and then Nitro throws Cat rail smoke. Twistzz throws Midsite smoke, however the smoke hasn't landed yet, and Stu flashes the corner, which Nitro peeks before the smoke blooms. Then Stu holds mid flank. To throw the B Midsite smoke, you line yourself up with this block here, aim your crosshair in the middle of this line while crouched, Then aim in the middle of these leaves and left click. Remember, this is all done while crouched. As you can see, it blocks out vision from bench and anyone's sight trying to peek short. To wrap up, Liquid's Mirage B Split is a well-executed strat in that the B Midsite smoke isolates CTs playing bench and site to pick off the short players, allowing them to advance and pinch on the B bombsite. The most important aspect of this strat is to make sure that the short players wait for the midsite smoke to bloom before peeking, otherwise it defeats the purpose of the smoke. Another team that has a similar execute is FaZe if you want to check out their demos and see how they run it. If you liked the video, please upvote and subscribe. Speaking of FaZe, check out this FaZe Mirage CT mid setup that a lot of teams are copying because it works so well in disrupting the terrorist default. Till next time, Nart out here.